It snowed outside. I don't know how well you can see this.
My goal is to fill up this whole entire notebook by the end of 2026. But then look how weird the side without the ear looks. You cannot see these stitches at all.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I go by Bella online, and I was once an aspiring entrepreneur slash small business owner, but now I've shifted my perspective to be more of a lifestyle content creator. And if you're not new, welcome back. It's so good to see you here again, and thank you for supporting me. In today's video, I will be talking about January goals and my February goals, and just planning out a little bit for content planning and all of that stuff. Today is Monday, February 2nd, and it's currently 10:17 a.m. and you might be like, why aren't you at school? Well, it's because I have a remote learning day because it snowed outside. I don't know how well you can see this, but it snowed outside yesterday. So yeah, I'm currently working on a math project. I will try to be done with collecting all of the information by 10:50, and I will check back in with you guys when I'm done. Okay, hi guys. So do you remember this? If you don't, this was in my plan with me for 2026 video that I posted 2-3 weeks ago at the time of filming this video. But this is the notebook that I used to write down my January goals. So I'm gonna go back through and see if I completed any and explain a little bit more. Okay, so the first one, I'm gonna start off in the personal slash lifestyle section. So the first one was stick to an after school slash evening routine, which I did because I basically just came home, I did my homework, ate dinner, do my reset routine, cleaning and all that. So that's one thing that I did complete. Next one is complete homework on time, which is actually true. I have not had any late or missing assignments this whole entire month in January. Journaling at least 3 times a week. I journaled maybe once or twice a week because it was kind of busy. I'm going to get to my journaling notebook and show you guys what the spreads were that I did. Okay, so I have my journaling notebook here. My goal is to fill up this whole entire notebook with different spreads or whatever by the end of 2026, and I feel like we're doing pretty good so far. Okay, so this was the very first one of the spreads that I did for 2026. It was on the 25th, and this was actually in my last video, which was the crafty day. And then I've done one on the 26th, which is another brown one. I used some of my scraps. This is a scrap, and then a few of these stickers are scraps. And then this one was on the 27th. It's a green version because I realized that I have quite a few different green themed ones. I really like the deco up here in this top part. I feel right here is kind of blank and too bland, but I still really like how it turned out. And yeah, I haven't done any scrapbooking after that, But to be fair, that was less than a week ago. So the last one for lifestyle goals is to avoid procrastination, which I feel like I did pretty well, like related to school. I kind of procrastinated on editing, but just by like a day or two, not really that big of a deal because I still posted that video on time. And then the next one is YouTube/Instagram. Most of these goals are for YouTube. My first one was to keep consistent for my filming and posting schedule, which I did because I've posted every single weekend and I have filmed every single weekend. Next one is gain/get to 550 subs. I feel like this one wasn't as realistic for like a short time frame, so I will be putting that as maybe my February or my March goal. And then my next one is track progress to 1K subs. I forget what I mean by that because I don't know if I meant like write it down like on a paper or something. So my next one was experiment with text/overlay/tips. Again, I don't really know what I mean by this one, but I think it had something to do with Capcut. And I feel like I did pretty well because I have been editing like different text overlays or like there's a whole bunch of text on the screen. Especially for the intro. I feel like intros are my favorite part to edit, like out of the whole entire part that I edit or whatever. My next one is post 7 times this month on Instagram and post every day on Instagram stories. I didn't post like actual posts on Instagram. I might have posted like a reel or something, but I'm just like not really that active on like actually posting anything. But I did post at least 5 times a week, probably multiple times a day when I do post something. So I feel like that's pretty good. But yeah, sorry, I have my computer here for like what I want to complete in this video and more like what this video is going to include. So I want to write down my February goals in this notebook and I want to explain them to you guys. Maybe reuse some of the ones from January, but mainly just like write those down or whatever. I want to do another talking segment part about my reflection on the month of January. This is going to be a very talking heavy video, probably just because it will be a lot of like explaining and reflecting for January and February. I already did this, but we just reviewed the January goals and I want to do a desk cleanup because my desk is kind of messy right now, but I feel like that wouldn't really work because I'm crocheting 2 things. I'm crocheting a sweater for myself and also a bunny for my friend for Valentine's Day. So I just need everything on my desk right now. I do want to try to complete the gift for Valentine's Day just because I'm almost done with that. I just have to crochet the other ear and sew that on. I think I'm going to go ahead and start the actual part of this video by showing you the things that I'm crocheting right now. Okay, so like I said earlier, I'm crocheting 2 things. I'm gonna start off with the gift. Okay, so I would say click off this video, but I'm pretty sure that this video will be up after Valentine's Day or like that Valentine's Day weekend. Auntie doesn't even have social media, so it's not something that I have to worry about. Don't mind the side of the head that doesn't have the ear on because it looks really bad without the ear on. Like the way I crocheted the head made like the sides flat or whatever. But I'm crocheting this bunny. You can't really see the eyes, but that's just like the fuzzy part of the bunny. Like, okay, so this, imagine there was an ear here. Like, this looks so cute, but then look how weird the side without the ear looks. Yeah, so once I have this other ear on, it will look so much better, and I really want to tie like a ribbon bow on the ears. I think that would make it so much cuter. The yarn that I use this for is from Nisec. It's the soft fur yarn in the color caramel. And one thing about crocheting with fur yarn, like fluffy yarn, to get this texture is that you cannot see these stitches at all. I am not even joking. This is what the yarn looks like you can't even see the yarn strand part. But that's just something to keep in mind if you ever do crochet with fluffy yarn, because yeah, it will turn out really cute, but you just have to learn how to like find your stitches. And something that I learned along the way crocheting is funny is that you want to make your stitches big enough that you can feel them with the hand that's holding the yarn, because when you crochet you have the hand that's holding the yarn and the item, and then the other hand has the hook, so you want to be able to feel the stitches to get like a clean item or whatever. But I'm really loving the way that it's turning out. The next item that I'm crocheting crocheting is something for myself. So it's a like a mesh sweater. I am using this tutorial. It's by Maham. This is what it looks like. I've only done one sleeve so far, and I'm really loving how it fits on me. I feel like I kind of made the neckline a little bit too big because it's kind of like an off shoulders, like a very big off shoulder one. Okay, and something else that I do want to make in this video are like movie freebies, because this weekend it would be the last weekend, like that weekend. I don't know what I'm saying. But I want to make some Stray Kids freebies because I am going to be seeing that movie in theaters this coming weekend at the time of filming, and I'm so excited. I'm going with my friends. I think that would be really cute. But I should probably start designing those prints and movie tickets right now. I feel like I should start with the prints. Sorry if this video is really rambly. I feel like this will be more one of like my more talking heavy videos because I just feel like talking a lot for some reason. I'm going to stop talking right now and actually get something done. So I'll see you when I am done. And yes, I will be screen recording this part because I want y'all to see like the process that I'm going through to creating these things. I'm going to like figure out what size I want to make. I'm going to do 5 by 7 inches because I feel like that would be a good fit. I'm going to go ahead and design each member. Okay, so I found some photos that I might want to use, like some cutesy ones, and I found 2 styles that I might want to do. So I found this one where it's like pictures and then like that type of text, and then this one is the same thing. Never mind. There are literally ones that I can just like print myself, but I really want to do it myself. I am going to download each one. I'm not using this exact photos. I'm going to do it like a cutesy version. I'm going to add one to each page. Okay, so I'll have like that same photo layout for each one. I'll come back and check in with you guys when I have more progress done. Okay, so it's currently 1:56. It's been about like 40 minutes since I last talked to you guys, and I've gotten 3 members done. I've done the first 3 members of the Young line, so I have Bangtan, Lino, and Changbin done. So let me show you them real quick. So this is what Banchan's looks like. I'm just adding like some fun facts right here, and this is what I mean by how it's like a cutesy type thing. You can't really see it, but the background is like an off pink white, and one thing that's really bothering me is how there are actually like some lines. Like you can see here, there's a line there for the, because they have a border on it. Yeah, that's Banchang's. And then this is Lena's. Again, there are just some fun facts. And then here's Changmin's. So yeah, that's the progress so far. I haven't even written down any of my February goals, so I'm going to do that and take a break on doing these. I'm here once again against my bed, but I am going to use this next page for my February goals. Okay, so I finished writing down my goals. I do want to like start content planning the videos for March and April because I need to figure out like the posting schedule. So comment down below some video ideas that you would like to see from me. I do want to do a Q&A sometime. Okay, so now it's going to be another quite rambly talking session. I do have my computer here because I have a few points that I do want to go over. This is going to be like like a reflection of January type thing. So I feel like I did really well with posting consistently because I posted every single weekend and I filmed every single weekend, and I actually finished editing things on time, and sometimes I would even finish editing a little bit before when I gave myself like a deadline. And I feel like this time the content that I made, it's something that I really liked and something that I really enjoyed making, because I feel like before I did content planning I would just film like the same things over and over again, like I would just do daily vlogs. But I feel like this time, like this past month, I've actually been putting things out there that I actually enjoyed filming, if that makes sense. And I finally managed to start actually planning my videos in Notion. Like I would always, like before I started planning, I would always have some sort of idea of what I was gonna film, but after I started planning in Notion, it became so much easier because I knew what I was gonna film, I knew what I was going to include in that video, and I feel like I did really well in that aspect. Of course, not everything was like perfect. I feel like some days, or even just chunks of days, I would feel really unmotivated, and there were days when I was going to plan like these videos, because in my Notion I have like the videos, like the when to film, when to publish, the status of that, and then in that I will have like what exactly to film in that video, like the general idea, and sometimes I just wouldn't want to do that. And I'm learning that not everything has to be perfect. I feel like writing those things down a week before that video was going to be filmed was such a good move, because it's not like I already have it set in stone like a few months before when I plan it. It's something that is still very flexible. Biggest lesson that I learned this past month is that consistency matters more than perfection, because even though some of the video parts that I edited in my videos wasn't perfect, I still pushed through it and got that done, and they still aren't perfect, but still showing up, like having that consistent schedule even when the parts of the video is bad. I feel like that's something I really want to keep in mind for February. Progress and consistency over perfection. So yeah, that's kind of like my reflection for January. Yeah, I want to try to carry on that consistency and January's mindset on into this month, because we are on our way to making this year being our year. Okay, but that is it for this video. If you liked this video, thank you so much for watching, and I definitely recommend checking out my channel so you can see more of like this planning for 2026. Make sure to like this video and comment down below any video ideas that you have for me, because I will be starting up to plan for March and April. And yeah, make sure to subscribe if you want more of this cozy lifestyle content, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.